Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel if you're new here. Hello. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Chanel Eclat Premier Le Correcteur, and I have the shade B10. So if you want to see my thoughts on this and a couple other newer products, then just keep watching. Hello. Sorry I've been away for a little while. It's been a time. My grandma's been in the hospital. My husband was sick and I'm an emetophobia, so I was staying with my parents for a couple days. And I know that sounds terrible, but listen, if you have it, you understand. But yeah, I offered to bring him soup and whatever, but he was totally fine the next day. So that's what's up. I got the Chanel Eclat Premier Le Correcteur in the shade B10. First off, I'm going to say how very disappointed I am in the size of this. Let's just compare. It doesn't look that small in my hands, but it is miniature, and I actually thought that this was a sample. I thought this was like a gift with purchase or something. Okay, this is it. There's only 2.7 grams in here. That's it. So yeah, 65 Canadian dollars. Also, I tried to do something fun with my hair today and it's just not, we're not vibing. I used the shark for the first time, but I don't know how to make my hair stay. Like, I like it a little bit looser, waves like this, but I don't know how to make it stay. Like, obviously I put hairspray. I didn't put any today yet because I'm gonna touch it up again, but it just looks like everything falls after. How can I get this to stay? Does anybody have a recommendation besides hairspray? Or if you can think of a hairspray, let me know. I have Elmet, but I hate the smell of it, so I'm not too sure. I am going to read up a little bit on this product for you. I'm sorry, I'm just logging into this laptop here. And yeah, it is very illuminating. That's one thing I know for sure. So if you don't like anything highlighting your under eye, you might not enjoy this. To be honest, I thought I would hate it more than I do. I mean, I was just already annoyed about the price. I have the shade B10, and it says it's a high coverage brightening concealer stick for dark spots, long lasting natural radiance, comfort, and protection. So I'm not going to ruin how I feel about it just yet, but I did try it a few times and I wore it all day. So yeah, I haven't heard literally anybody talk about it yet. Not a single person. So I don't know. Why am I so shiny also? So I don't know what the deal is, but maybe it's not in the States yet. I'm not sure. Let me know. I'm just gonna look it up here. I pretty much just said everything about it, but I just want to show you anyway. Ugh. Sorry, it's not coming up. There we go. Got it. Okay, I'm just gonna look it up here. All right. So like I said, the price is 65 Canadian dollars, 2.7 grams. There are only 5 shades, which is extremely disappointing. I mean, what? Like, I know Chanel does this, but that's pretty sad. So it says, Le Éclat Premier Beauty Ritual is the product of Chanel. Science and more than 30 years of clinical studies, a line made up of skincare that helps reduce the appearance of dark spots and makeup that preserves and revives skin's first radiance. Éclat Premier Le Correcteur is a long-lasting and high-coverage concealer that targets dark spots and dark circles for bright, even-looking complexion, Its formula reduces the appearance of dark spots for an even-looking complexion day after day. Enriched with Premier flower extract and pure niacinamide, it visibly restores the skin to its first radiance, thanks to a unique combination of pigments and light-reflecting pearlescent particles. It instantly illuminates the eye and helps perfect the complexion all throughout the day. Featuring a silky texture, it delivers comfort and hydration to the most delicate areas of the face, available in 5 shades. Suitable for all skin types, including sensitive skin. Let's see, the key ingredients are, I just said, the Premier flower extract combined with pure niacinamide. What else? A unique blend of pigments and light reflecting pearlescent particles. I already said that. So that's pretty much it. So let's get right into it. I did notice it is quite pearlescent. And of course, I'm not going to be able to show you because it's very overcast right now, but actually you can see that that's really reflecting off of the light. And I have the shade B10. I kind of wish I had gone for the lightest shade, because this is the second lightest, because I feel like it's not dark, but I feel like it matches my skin exactly, which is okay if I want to use it on the face, but I will be using it under the eye. So we'll see. I just go right in with the stick. And to be honest, I don't feel like the coverage is that great. I know they keep saying like high coverage and everything. And what I was doing when I used it, I was just going in with my finger and just kind of patting it in with my finger. Like, the coverage is decent. Obviously you can see it is reflecting the light, but I wouldn't say high. I would definitely say like medium buildable, maybe. But you can see it did, you know, cover up quite a bit. I don't know who keeps honking their horn out there, and I'm sorry in advance for that. But yeah, because it's so pearlescent, I was fully expecting to hate it. I thought it was going to crease a ton and make my under eyes look crepey. And surprisingly it didn't. I did notice one day when I wore it for a very long time, it was starting to get a little tiny bit crepey and creasy under this eye, but I also didn't have my good eye cream that day with me, so that also could have been one of the issues. And I powder it as I powder my normal concealer. So I just go ahead and use, so as you can see when I lift my head, I mean, you can kind of still see the bags a little bit, but when I lift my head, they are pretty well all covered. I would say this is my worst eye. And I probably wouldn't use this on my face, just under my eyes, because if I have a blemish, I don't really want to be highlighting it. But like I said, it probably would be good for, because it highlights, it would be good for like dark spots, which is the intention of this, dark spots and dark under eyes. So that's what we're looking like. It's looking very, very hydrated, which I was worried about because of the creasing. I thought it would definitely crease really bad, but I'm just gonna go in with my normal Pat McGrath Labs powder in baby pink, and I'm just gonna use a puff for this. I was using a brush, but I feel this one would probably work best with a puff. So I just kind of want to lock that in. You could just leave it. I don't know how it would wear without powder under it, or on top of it, I should say. But with powder, it wore nicely. I feel if I didn't powder it, it would get pretty creasy. But let me know if you've tried this. How does it wear without powder? Like, it looks pretty nice. I'm not seeing a lot of like crepiness. I fully wanted to not like it just because of the price and the shade range. And I'm hating my hair right now. It looked way better yesterday. I don't know. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with, don't look at the back of my head. I didn't even curl the back of my head. I'm gonna go in with the new Studio Fix powder plus foundation. I don't know if I might exchange this for a different color. So I was saying that this does match me. Like when I put it on, it does match me. But I noticed that throughout the day, it does kind of oxidize a little bit, and then it looks like yellow a little bit. And it could be because the foundation I'm using does have a little bit more of a golden undertone. So I tried a different foundation. I'm wearing the Fenty foundation today, so we're gonna try it again. And if this oxidizes again and turns my face yellow, I'll probably pick up N4 because I feel like that one's a little more neutral. Because I find with the NC20 in the old powder, it doesn't oxidize. Or maybe it's just that it's a little less golden, so if it does oxidize, I don't really notice it. You know what I'm saying? But I really need to powder this forehead because it's driving me nuts. Okay. Oof, yes. Sorry about the shade of my video today. I should probably turn my ring light on, but that kind of skews the color also. So I don't know if I just want to leave it as is or if I want to turn it on. Okay. For some reason I have weird patching on my nose, and I think that's because I used a different foundation on my nose than on my face. I used a matte foundation on my nose because it's been so shiny lately. No matter what powder I use, it's just been ridiculously shiny. I'm gonna go and do my bronzer and probably my brows, and excuse me, a little hiccup there, and then I'll come back and do my eyes. I have the eye tints from Armani. I have the shade Cashew 22M and Cedar 30M. I don't know which one I feel like wearing. I'll probably go with Cedar because everyone uses Cashew, and it's very close to what I wore in my Prada video. I wear this with the Prada palette and it looks beautiful, but I think Cedar, because I haven't done a cool toned look in a while. So I'm gonna go do the bronzer, do the brows, and I will be back. Okay, so I had to just clip my bangs back here because they were driving me crazy. So I am, oh, I forgot to do my nose. Sorry, 1 second here. Yeah, I meant to do this and I totally forgot. I was going to use, I got these Sephora colorful, I guess it's like a blush lighter. And now I'm kind of like, why did I get that? Because you have oily skin and lots of texture, so that probably wasn't the best idea. But I will try them in my next video. I have a second shade of the Westman Atelier blush duo, so I'm gonna use that today, I think, instead. But yeah, I haven't even tried the blush lighters yet. I'm honestly a little bit afraid. I feel like it'll be more of like a blush topper than an actual blush, but we'll see. We shall see. I don't know why I'm looking so shiny today. I mean, I used the Fenty, and the Fenty's a little bit more glowy, but I don't know, like I used a mattifying powder, so why aren't we mattified? Okay. Okay, good enough. Let's go in with the blush. So I have the shade Coquette and Mimi. So sorry, it's been one interruption after another today. It's making me grumpy. Okay, so we're gonna start with Mimi and Coquette. Oh my gosh, it's hard to open a little bit. So let's go in first with the darker shade, which is Mimi. So I kind of like to do Mimi like mid cheek up, and Coquette I kind of just leave on the apples of the cheeks. I'm really not sure how this makeup look is going to turn out. I don't really have any plan, but we shall see. I think I'm going to use Cedar on the eyes today. And this is just a Morphe brush. I'm so upset. The bronzer brush I was using, one of the new Morphe brushes, it already broke. Like the glue separated, so I have to get some super glue because I don't think they have them in store where I live. So I won't even be able to just exchange. I could, I guess, send it back to head office, but that's just such a hassle. So I'm just gonna get some super glue and do it myself. Plus I bought it a little while ago, so I don't even know that they would even exchange it at this point. Okay, this is very bright, this light. I'm sorry, just can't get any good lighting today. Okay, I'm going to add my newest highlighter, if I can find it. Yeah, this one here. I've been really liking this. This is the Sparkling Honey Luminizer, the Sephora collection. This and the Chanel I've been using like exclusively. Okay. And we'll just go in with Cedar very quick and easily. I just don't feel like spending a lot of time on my eyes. Plus we have to go to my parents' place, so I'm just gonna do it pretty quick here. And this is all I do. I try to get like a little bit of a shape here. And then I just take my brush, basically any brush, but I like to take something a little bit fluffy and just kind of blend the edges. I've been wanting sandalwood for so long. I finally just got it off of their site because it's been sold out all throughout the sale. Actually, there was one point where I think I had it in my cart and then it was sold out because I couldn't decide between cedar or sandalwood, and then I ended up getting both because that's just who I am. Normally I would use my paint pot and soft ochre from MAC on my lids before I do any kind of eyeshadow, but because this is a liquid, I feel like it just goes on fine by itself. Doesn't need anything underneath it. Somebody was saying they had a hard time blending these out. I don't know, maybe that's the sparkly shades. I only have the matte shades, but I have no issue with these. I feel like they just blend out pretty easily. And I don't really need to do anything else. So I'm just going to use my MAC palette. This is the Connect in Color palette. I'm just going to use Wedge and Uninterrupted and just go in the crease with that, just to give a further blend, but honestly I don't even think I needed to. I feel like it's totally blended and fine on its own. I just wanted a little bit of a shade difference here. Of course, Okay, so we'll just blend this out. And then I'm gonna go get some eyeliner on and some mascara, and then we'll come back to do the lips. But yeah, this is pretty much it. It's just a very quick and easy look. I'm gonna just go in with this lightest shade. I think I've mentioned this before, but that one is very powdery. And if ever you felt like those eyeshadows didn't blend out well, like if you are one of the ones who's having difficulty blending it out, I feel like just go over it with a little bit of your powder or a lighter powder, and I feel like that should just kind of cover up those edges. But yeah, I haven't had any issues, but like I said, I'm only using the matte ones. It could be the sparkly ones that people are having an issue blending, but as far as I can tell, people love these ones. So like I said, I will be right back. All right, so lips, I'm just going in with Grayish from MAC. I had some Vaseline on my lips, so they're feeling a tiny bit slippery right now. So this pencil is not looking as matte as it normally does, just because I did have Vaseline on. And then I'm gonna go in with, where is it? My Laura Mercier Chantilly Lace lipstick. Sorry, the Chantilly Lace made my lips look very, very dry, so I just grabbed a different one. I'm keeping it on, but I'm just gonna add this one too. This is the 501 Mina. I feel like it just doesn't look as drying as the Laura Mercier. But as you can see, I do have a real issue with dry lips. Okay. I don't know what is going on, but I Vaseline them every night. And they are still crazy dry. And I've tried literally everything. That's how we're gonna leave them, because oh my gosh, this is bad. Okay, let's just pretend I don't have the crustiest lips ever. So what would I say about the Chanel? Very nice. It looks very nice under the eyes. As you can see, it did take away that darkness, so that is good. So I think the product itself is very nice. I obviously think they need more shades, because 5 shades to me is just wild, and they're all light shades. None of them, I would say it maybe goes up to light medium. But yeah, the shades definitely need work, 100%. Besides that, like, the actual product is very nice, but the price, do I think it's worth it for how much you get? No. Would I buy it again? Depends how much I wear it. If, like, honestly, I've been reaching for this one the most, the Estee Lauder Double Wear. But I do like the way that this one wore all day. Like I said, one day it looked a little bit crepey under the eyes, and I think that was just because I didn't have like the proper prep. I didn't have my actual eye cream that I use every day. So we'll see how this wears today. I'll let you know in the comments at the end of the day how this is looking, but I do think it is very pretty, but for the price, I don't really think that it's worth it. But that's up to you. Everybody's value of $1 is different, but I'm just saying for the amount that you get, it's not much. Like, I'm just trying to compare, let's see, how much do you get in the Estee Lauder? Oh, I don't even know. But obviously if you're having a liquid, you're gonna get a lot more liquid concealer, and this one's a cream. So, I don't know. Let's just see. I mean, it does look like there is a decent amount, but I think you might go through it pretty quickly. I'm sorry. I wish I could be more helpful, but I do like the way that it wears. So if that's all you want to know, then it does wear nicely. And again, like I said, I will put the wear notes down below for how it wore today, now that I had all of my proper prep. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you want to see next. Again, I'm sorry I haven't been around, but there was just a bunch of stuff going on. So yeah, I hope to see you next time, and thank you so much for being here. Bye.